Welcome. 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 You've been invited to Sqale. It's a web app that enables revenue generation for content creators without any advertising, no marketing, no sales, no buying and selling. Okay. But in order to have that system with no advertising and sales, the responsibility goes to the sharers to share forwards. And Sqale enables this in a viral distribution way that enables revenue generation simply through the act of sharing. So share this forwards with a friend of yours, hit invite new person at the end of this video, and pick this content or any other content, and then grab the link and share it through emails, SMS, social media, Facebook, anything that you want. And then that person that gets, for example, this video will be here watching this now with you, and you will be the person that they will remember as being the person who invited them. Get your head around that one. And that's how this works. Everybody who has ever seen this, and everybody who ever will see this, is here with us now. So it may look like I'm just on a hillside alone, but actually, you're here with me, and in fact, everybody else that's ever seen this, and everybody who ever will see this, depending on your action. Okay, filling this entire valley. Okay. So, don't think you're alone on this. If you think you're alone, share this forwards, and you won't be. Okay. So my name is David Pinto. I am the co-founder of Sqale Limited and the creator of the economic that underlies Sqale. Now, I'm committed to global unity. Okay, I think the world is in such a nightmare of a scenario. I've been working on 30 years on different self-organizing systems to help us just organize ourselves in a better way. Okay, and Sqale is one of those things. Now, I'm committed to distributing the revenue that we generate through Sqale Limited. Okay, all the revenue that comes towards me, I'll be distributing to the content creators and the sharers, the people who use the app, like you yourself now. Okay, and that means that when we scale up to the scale of Google, it means that the money that you put in into Sqale now, you'll get a return on investment of 1,000 times. So if you put in just £10, you'll get £10,000 in the future. Okay. Now, how does that work? Well, there are other videos to explain that. Now, what's more important is to recognize that this is a world premiere. Okay, this is a world premiere for you. Now, you receive this content and you're thinking, well, is this valuable? Is this good? We're launching, relative to me, okay, we're launching in about a month's time, soft launch, and they're going to be content creators a lot better than me, okay, sharing their content through Sqale, and also working out the best ways to structure in Sqale, and the best ways to share how to engage people through Sqale, and hopefully they will learn, because they've got a different skill set, a better way than I've got. I'm the content creator, so I've got a bit of inventor blindness. So, it's a world premiere that we're launching this, and you're part of it. Now, as I say, although the emphasis is on the content creator creating content and sharing it, the actual real engine of this is you, are the people who share. And that means it's our responsibility as sharers to share what we think is valuable. Now, the world's not going to change unless we change it, and the act of sharing through Sqale actually changes the entire economic game. Now, we've called it Sqale with a Q, okay, Sqale with a Q, not because we're scaling up. We don't intend to scale up because that involves hierarchy and organization, all manner of problems. It's to do with scaling across. So we're talking about distributed, decentralized systems. Now, although Sqale currently doesn't have a distributed core, it's good enough that it can scale in terms of internet and servers and so on, but at some point or other we will phase to the second version, which will be decentralized. That's the objective, to scale across, so that everybody is just like an individual. We're just kind of sharing our ideas, and then we're working with a few people collectively collaborating on achieving our mutual objectives. Okay, and we have the economic to enable this, so we don't have to scale up in terms of organizations. We can simply scale across. Okay. Now, this enables us to perform and engage and and create content and share it and listen to it in a different way. Okay, that's why I have faith that even this video, however poxy it might be when I record it, once this takes off, people will spend a bit of time going, oh, how did this start? Well, it's just an individual like me, there's a few other people, and we're just sharing it forwards, okay? And there are people that shared it forwards, and it's those people that shared it forwards that are the most important people. And hence, that's why I'm distributing the revenue to them. So, it's a feed forwards or a pay it forward system, multi-dimensional pay it forward system. We're looking for content creators. We've got a group of content creators, which are, exciting, good, fun. However, you can start sharing your content on it, and perhaps you're the first person to create a viral, okay? With your content, with the people that you know, with the audience you already have, perhaps. We're also looking for companies that are interested in using this, okay? Because it's a way to engage people in a way which is genuine and organic. It is not a cold calling situation, okay? I might not know you, you might not know me, but you know the person who shared this with you. And if you follow that trail back, it will go back to me. So I know somebody I've shared this with, they've shared it forward, they've shared it, and eventually you've got this. So there is actually an organic relationship between me and you, and in fact, everybody else who watches this. Okay, and it's that we're making use of. And we need to invite companies into this relationship structure so that, because, companies are just made of people as well. Okay, and if we want to go forwards in any realistic way, companies and organizations, whatever political structures that they're involved in, or economic structures, are drawn in to using Sqale in an appropriate way, which is basically person to person. So, we're also interested in investors, of course, if people wish to get involved. Now, the tricky thing about investors is that once we take off, because of the way that we work, and we're doing it with money flow, we won't need investors. So there's a very small window of opportunity for big level investors, and they're not interested before the hockey stick growth occurs. So if we're on like 400 people, 1,000 people, they won't be interested. As soon as it hits 10,000, they'll be interested. But if we're already going on a ramp up 10,000 up to 100,000 to 1 million, we'll have generated the revenue ourselves, so we don't need them. So this is an interesting opportunity for investors to be involved, but the high-level investors, as I say, won't normally be involved until later, and we won't need them. So if you know anybody that's a high-level investor, then get them involved as soon as possible. Okay, so that's basically it. Okay, the whole thing is run by us. Okay, and you'll see there's a gratitude engine in it, and it means that we can track value of different people doing things. We can see who shares with who puts in the money, and all this kind of stuff. It's all transparent, and we should be able to reward the individuals that are more active. It's as simple as that. And historically, people who have been more active will be world leaders. Okay, world leaders. Because being able to see what the potential is and then to realize that potential, that's who we're looking for. Okay, people who can realize their potential and our potential. The tools that we're offering, like Sqale, and the content that we're offering as human beings. Okay, for each other's benefit. Okay, and if we get this right, we will generate, well, lots and lots of revenue for us collectively. And we end up, owning basically the world. Okay. So, if that sounds good to you, I'm up for it. My name is David Pinto. I really appreciate the time that you've taken in listening to this. And perhaps we can actually get together in the real world, Hope Valley, or wherever it is that you live, and we can share some time together, quality time together. Okay. Be well.